everybody, Jeppy here, and welcome to the dark lore of Breach. He's got a dark past filled with bad choices and awful things life gave him. But even after everything he's been through, he managed to get recruited into the world's most prestigious organization, the Valorant Protocol. In today's video, we'll uncover everything I can find in Breach's story, including why he has bionic arms, his criminal history, and how he got recruited into the VP, and everything else he's done since then. There is so much to cover, and I'm so excited to share with you guys what I found, but first, I have something amazing to show you. It's well known that Raid Shadow Legends is one of the most action-packed and lore-heavy mobile games out there, but did you know you can also play it on PC? Right, while you download Raid, I'm going to tell you more about this amazing game. Bosses are one of the biggest pillars of the amazing Raid experience. I want to show you guys one of the coolest bosses out there, Sylvania, Guardian of the Spirit Keep. Sylvania is a tragic story with her family being killed by elves, leaving her an orphan. She's incredibly good at healing up after every turn, so you'll need to bring a champion who can debuff enemy healing. But you'll also need to bring one who removes buffs of your enemies, because Sylvania can nullify your healing debuff. Once you get those two champions and some others to pack a serious punch, this Guardian will fall to her knees. What I like about Raid is that it's a sick combination of gameplay and lore. My favorite champion so far is the Crusader. Raid has so much content coming out this month with a new Hydra boss, tournaments, and events happening literally every single day. There's seriously never been a better time to get started, and if you use my link or scan the QR code right here, new players will get a free starter pack worth almost $30 to kickstart your game. You'll also get an awesome free champion Vergice, 200,000 silver, 1 XP boost, 1 ancient shard, and an energy refill. You'll definitely need that. You'll have a godly champion as soon as you start the game. You will find rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only, so be fast. Once you're in the game, you can find my name, and if you're fast, you can join my clan. Click the link in the description to download Raid, and I'll see you in the game. Thank you, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring today's video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, fans of Valorant lore, let's get into Breach's agent lore video. Starting us off, unfortunately, we don't know what Breach's real name is, but we do know that he was born in Sweden. Are there any Swedish fans watching? Let me know in the comments below. We also know that right off the bat, life handed Breach his first extreme challenge he would have to overcome. It was confirmed that Breach was born with an extreme congenital birth defect that basically made it to where he didn't have any arms. I can only imagine what he had to go through as he was growing up. I'm sure he was extensively bullied in school and wasn't really able to do the things other kids can. Somewhere along the line of Breach's childhood, Breach abandoned the normal way of life and started getting into crime. He managed to craft and manufacture himself some semi-usable robotic arms and fashion them to his body. Then it was time to get to work. It has been confirmed that Breach did some terrible things in his life of crime. Although we've never gotten any real details on what exactly he did, I'm sure that your imagination can think of a few things he did. We know that he constantly was putting himself in danger, whether it was robbing banks and vaults or running into other criminal organizations. I mean, just listen to this voice line.
Guns in my face? Just another Tuesday.
So having weapons that can kill you regularly pointed at you is so normal to Breach that it doesn't even faze him, which really goes to show how long he was in the crime business.
Been pulling jobs like this for years. Risky? Sure, but never boring.
Eventually, Breach would get a sort of partner in crime. That person was Raze. There are plenty of voice lines between them going back and forth on their past life and what it would be like if they just, well, I don't know, stole something while being deployed on a mission in the VP.
Raise! Together again, and we're not even breaking the law.
You know, Breachy, in all this chaos, it would be terrible if some equipment just got lost, you know?
Oh man, just awful. A tragedy.
So even when deployed on missions to literally save the world, the crime life ingrained in their minds is still there with them. We'll talk about in a bit how Breach gets recruited into the protocol, but Raze and Breach would actually become really good friends together. So much so that Raze and her never-ending obsession with tinkering with things managed to upgrade Breach's robotic arms to really what they are today. It's actually a manufacturing masterpiece with how much power and different abilities originate from Breach's mechanical arms and how he is able to control them. It looks like it's powered by fusion cells as confirmed by Breach himself.
Just swapping in new fusion cells. Okay, my arms are good. We can go.
And it's been confirmed by Breach again on really what his arms are made out of when he talks to Killjoy.
Killjoy, your inventions are too fragile. See these arms? Carbon steel with titanium plating. That's what you need.
Dude, God, I hope we don't see a Killjoy buff where she reinforces her turret like Breach's arms. Please, Riot, for the love of God, don't do that. But moving on, I'm sure with the massive upgrade his arms received courtesy of Raze, it probably made crime life and breaking into secure locations to steal things much easier. Well, actually, I know for a fact that it made it much easier given this player card from Breach titled Big Payday. Now, obviously, we see Breach at the top looming over a vault with clear fault lines, cracks all over, with the vault door blown clean off. There in the middle of the vault is what I believe to be precious radianite that Breach most likely took all for himself. Did he sell it or keep it? We don't really know, but based on the title of the player card, I think he sold it for a fat stack of cash to the top buyer. Now, I'm not sure if this is a Kingdom Vault. I'm assuming it is because it has Radiant inside of it, but I couldn't see a logo anywhere, so I'm really only guessing. Moving on, let's get to the part where Breach joined the Valorant protocol. I found some information saying that Viper was the one who approached Breach with an offer to join the VP. It was a massive deal that really benefits both parties, but I think Breach definitely got the better part of it. Apparently, if Breach joined the VP, Viper offered to have his criminal record completely wiped. Of course he accepts, and bam, all of the crimes he ever committed were now off the record. Wow. But I also read that it wasn't exactly a smooth affair when he joined. There were some rough patches, but it doesn't really give us any, real details on what was going wrong that led to all this. I can imagine it was something to do with like Brimstone not liking Breach really much at all and their criminal history. We know that Brim and Breach basically hate each other, with Breach believing Brim to be a sellout and not looking out for the VP, while Brimstone thinks Breach has no idea what he's talking about and thinks he's just a jackass.
Brimstone, the corporate sellout. Here to look out for Kingdom's special interests?
You don't know what you're talking about, Breach.
It could be worse, Brimstone. Instead of working together, we could be facing off. Or maybe you'd prefer that.
An enemy, Breach? There goes my good day. Jackass.
We know Breach still lives in Sweden after joining the VP by the amazing features Valorant has been doing for each agent on the official Valorant Twitter account. Speaking of Twitter, follow me on Twitter. We see that Breach lives in the auto garage, basically enjoying his meal with a hot drink. Raze looks like she visits every once in a while because she graffitied his wall, showing off her art that she really loves doing. Let me know if you guys want a video where I recap every feature of Valorant's Twitter once they're all done. Let's now go over some interactions Breach has with some of the other agents on the protocol. Sky works out with him quite a bit, and looks like Breach and Sky have a really close bond too.
Breach, I'm thinking I'll hit the gym later. You in?
So long as it's leg day.
So, you want to know what's funny? I just now got that joke. Breach wants to work out if it's leg day because, well, Breach doesn't have any arms. So of course he's going to want to do leg day. Well, here's some more information on Cypher just being a creep sometimes. It looks like Breach has caught Cypher spying on him.
Cypher, stop bugging my gear with microphones. You're worse than Interpol.
It also looks like Breach has a decent relationship with Omen, but I still can't tell for sure. He's either scared of Omen sometimes or wants to punch the enemy Omen in the face.
Omen! That scared the shit out of me! I'm gonna run my fist through that Omen's face. Can you even punch a ghost? Who cares? I'm doing it.
It does look like Phoenix has earned the respect of Breach though, which is actually pretty cool to see.
You got fire in your eyes, Phoenix. I like that.
Now, Breach tells Reyna that he thinks he's in love with her whenever she does something amazing. Meanwhile, it doesn't look like Breach likes Sage really much at all.
Reyna, I think I'm in love! That monk thinks she's an angel. Let's clip her wings. Their Sage is a coward hiding behind walls. Grow a spine already!
And of course, like always, even with a criminal background and all the awful things Breach has done, he even thinks Viper is evil sometimes as well.
Viper, you're enjoying this a little too much.
Real quick, guys, I found this picture of what Breach was possibly going to look like in some official concept art. I think this looks badass, but what do you guys think? Do you like this concept art version of Breach, or do you like the current and official version of Breach's design more? Let me know in the comments below. One more thing I want to talk about is that Breach has some major suspicions that the Valorant protocol won't be a secret for much longer to the public of Earth. In an email sent to Brimstone recently, he stated that people are having more questions about the Venice incident when new footage of Jet and Phoenix surfaced. He got Cypher to work wiping the footage away if he's able to. He also warned Brimstone that the families of Everett Lind are pressuring the kingdom for answers, so the secret of the VP might get out soon. Some really interesting stuff. Well guys, what did you think about Breach's lore? If you enjoyed the video, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to notifications if you're new. Now with all that being said, Jeppy out!